bringing you the marathon of your revision sessions. So starting with the first topic, that is the separation of the substances. As you can see, there is a reason why we need to separate the substances from a mixture. So उसके तीन reasons हैं. The first reason is कि हमारे दो या तीन substances जो हैं वो mix हो गए हैं, उनको हमने separate करना है because हमने उनको separately use करना है. So all of them are useful and we need to separate them. Second reason is that one of them is useful और जो दूसरा वाला उसमें substance mixed है वो हमको उस time नहीं चाहिए and so we need to separate it. And the third reason is that one of them is useful and one of them is harmful. So these are the three reasons why we need to separate the substances from a mixture. Now, जो method हम use करते हैं that is based upon the properties of those substances which are there in the mixture. For example, some substances they dissolve in the water, others do not. तो अगर हमने उनको separate करना है तो हम ऐसा method use करेंगे जिससे कि we can separate them from that particular mixture. So coming to the first method is the hand picking. As it shows, just break the word. This is picking with the help of the hand. For example, there are fruits in the basket. You are going to pick them with the hand and put them separately, and that is the first process. Second is your threshing. Threshing is like thrashing, that is beating or hitting on the ground. So what are we separating? We are separating the stalks from the grain. मतलब जो grain stalk के साथ लगा है उसको हमने hit करके separate करना है. The third method is the winnowing. Remember students that W for wind, W for weight. So winnowing is a process which helps to separate the grains and the husk with the help of wind. So W for wind and W for winnowing. Remember it like this. जो heavier particles हैं मतलब जो grains हैं they will fall there only and जो husk है because वो light होते हैं it will just fly away. So this is another method of separation. Next is sieving. Now how do we remember this? S for sieving and S for size of the substances. So generally we are separating the various substances in a mixture based on the difference in the sizes. For example, आपके पास flour है उसके अंदर थोड़े से maybe husk is there or stones are there, they will get separated when you are using the sieve. जो flour है that is very finely ground and that will just pass through the sieve जिसके holes बहुत छोटे होते हैं और जो थोड़े भी बड़े particles हैं या जो बड़े substances हैं they will stay on the sieve and we are able to separate it. Next is the process. For example, कोई ऐसी चीज़ है जो पानी में dissolve होती है, ठीक है, and कोई ऐसी चीज़ है जो dissolve नहीं होती. जो dissolve होती है उसको हम बोलते हैं soluble, जो dissolve नहीं होती उसको हम बोलते हैं insoluble. So अब याद कैसे रखना है कि अब जो चीज़ उसमें dissolve नहीं हो रही which is insoluble, we want to separate that. तो हम कैसे करेंगे? उसके लिए we will take a procedure which involves 3 steps. उसका first step is the sedimentation. For example, I have taken muddy water in a glass. थोड़ी देर के बाद हम क्या देखेंगे? जो mud है वो नीचे settle हो जाएगी and ऊपर there is slightly dirty water. It is not a very clear water. Now what will we do? We need clear water. Why? Because we want to drink water. हम क्या करेंगे? हम उसको दूसरे can में pour करेंगे. That is what is decan. Means we are removing it from the can. We are putting it into another container or a can and the process is known as decantation as you can see in this diagram. Now the third process is जब हमने उसको decan किया, हमने उसको दूसरे कंटेनर में डाला तो भी जो वाटर की अपर लेयर थी वो तो आ गई क्योंकि हमने नीचे वाला डिस्टर्ब नहीं किया, लेकिन अभी ऊपर वाली लेयर में अभी भी थोड़ी सी मड है which is insoluble. Now it is just there in the water. We need to separate it. And if we want the clear water, we are going to use the filter paper and pass that water through this filter paper. It will come down as clear water which we can drink. Now remember students, क्योंकि हम filter paper use कर रहे हैं इसको separate करने के लिए insoluble particles को, so the process is known as filtration. जो ऊपर रह गया, रह से रह गया उसको हम बोलते हैं residue. जो clear water इसके अंदर आ गया, filter होके उसको हम बोलते हैं filtrate. Now coming to the next is we need to remember कि sometimes कुछ ये तो था procedure आपका to separate the insoluble substances from a solution. But in case there are certain substances which have dissolved in water or in a liquid, how do we separate them? अब याद रखो बेटा, जब हम generally we go to the sea तो we see that there are some beds, ठीक है, जिसके अंदर उन्होंने पानी को स्टोर किया होता है. So what is actually happening? They are trying to separate the salt from the sea water. पानी जो है जब हम क्लोथ्स भी उनको धो के डालते हैं बाहर सूखने के लिए, the water evaporates, the clothes get dry. Same way जब हम sea water को we store it like that, what happens? Because of the sun's heat, the sea water will get evaporated and पीछे क्या रह जाएगा? Salt. Now remember, this process in which the liquid gets converted into vapor is known as evaporation and that happens when there is heating done. Remember, can you see the words VAPOR? It sounds like vapor. तो क्या हो रहा है इसमें evaporation में वेपर बन रहा है, इसलिए हम उसको बोलते हैं evaporation and the process takes place with the help of heating it. अब जो liquid था water उसको हमने convert कर दिया vapor में, and if I want to collect that vapor, what will I do? For example, when you are drinking Pepsi, what happens? Pepsi bottle के बाहर you see the water drops. वो water drops कहाँ से आए? Bottle में से तो नहीं आ सकते. Now there is water vapor in the air or in the atmosphere. वो water vapor जो है, when it strikes the bottle, the cold bottle, so on cooling, it again comes back into the liquid form, and the process is known as C for cooling, C for condensation. Now the last thing that we need to understand in this separation of substances is that there are certain solutions. For example, if I say, if I want to dissolve sugar in water, do you think मैं कितना भी sugar उसमें dissolve कर सकती हूँ? No. The reason is there will be a time when no more sugar is dissolving in that liquid or in that water. This kind of a solution जिसकी capacity full हो गई है, saturate हो गई है, ऐसे solution को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Saturated solution. And अब मेरे को थोड़ी और इसमें शुगर डिसॉल्व करनी है. व्हाट विल आई डू? आई विल इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर और आई विल हीट दैट सोल्यूशन, एंड धीरे धीरे क्या होगा, थोड़ी सी और शुगर मैं उसमें डिसॉल्व कर सकती हूँ. सो remember students that by increasing the temperature we can dissolve some more solute in the saturated solution. जो dissolve हो रहा है like salt, sugar, that is getting dissolved in a liquid, तो हम उसको बोलते हैं solute. और जो जिसके स्पेलिंग थोड़े बड़े हैं, जिसके अंदर वो डिसॉल्व हो रहा है, that is a liquid and that is known as a solvent. So solute is dissolving into the solvent to form a solution. So students, this completes your chapter separation of substances, and just stay tuned with my channel and follow me for more videos. We will complete the syllabus very fast because I know the finals are approaching. Let's do it. Let's gear up and keep rocking. All the best.